Took another break. Let's see what Sumire does here. What's wrong?
あんなに小さい子を人質にするなんて許さない。
Oh god. Seeing that Sumire run towards the stage. Wait, Sumire! Sumire jumps up into the stage, completely ignoring my attempts to restrain her. Sumire springs an attack on the villain, despite the fact that the hero and villain are on stage and the kids watching them are taken aback in total shock. Oh my god. Oh, she can't seem to land a hit. What kind of person is this that can dodge Sumire's attacks? Could that villain be a ninja as well? Still, it's possible. According to Sumire, now that ninjas have a much smaller job market than they used to, some even leaving their villages to make a living in the city. The person inside that villain costume could very well be one of those ninjas. Even now, the villain continues dodging Sumire's attacks and isn't paying attention to the hero the slightest bit of attention. The hero, who is supposed to be the main character, is now standing flustered to the side of the stage, not knowing what to do. I don't blame him. I mean, just now some random girl jumped up on stage and is battling the villain with some sharp moves of a professional martial artist. Don't forget about the, yeah. I'm sorry, Mr. Hero. All I can do is silently apologize. You can do it, lady. Huh? For some reason the kids start cheering on Sumire instead of the hero. Get him! Get the bad guy! The cheers spread through the audience until finally the whole crowd is rooting for Sumire. Sumire looks like the children in the audience.
ありがとう。私頑張るね。
Oh boy. The mic sits up mid-stage, picks up Sumire's voice nicely. Just the line a hero would say in the actual hero show. Sheesh, I can't just stand here and watch this unfold. I gotta stop Sumire, quick. Too bad that I don't have the courage to go pull Sumire off the stage, especially now that she's become the star of the show. Why doesn't the bad guy just run away? Even standing as far as I am, I can tell the villain is breathing heavily. Maybe it's a professional pride which is keeping them from leaving the stage. Sumire is not giving up either. Takes out a fuel for throwing knives. Oh boy. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. She wasn't kidding.
これで終わりだよ。
Oh boy. She faces the villain and throws the knife straight at him. This is definitely not good. Or so I thought. With the light footwork, the villain continues to slip out harm's way, somehow managing to catch the knife mid-air with his fingers. Mwahaha, you fail at the final moment. Are you sure you can defeat me? Apparently Sumire never expected her knives to be caught and scowls bitterly.
それなら。
Oh no, don't do it. Please don't do the jutsu. Whoa, getting a bit desperate at me. Okay, thank God. She's taking out twice as many throwing knives. She chucks them unhesitantly at the villain. The mother Sumire lets her knives fly. A sheet of smoke erupts from the villain's hand. The stage is quickly obscured by the smoke as Sumire and everyone else on stage are no longer visible from the
こ
audience.
れは。
Mwahaha, you put up a good fight, girl. You may have won today, but next time, you're mine. Mwahaha. The voice echoes from the speaker, and when the smoke finally clears, the villain is gone. Wow, lady, you're so strong.
ありがとう。みんなのおかげで私頑張れたよ。
Sumire proudly declares her victory from center stage. She's met by applause and wild cheers from the crowd. I have some questions for Sumire after she jumps down from the stage, waving at all the smiling children. Hey, was that villain a ninja?
あれは悪い人でしょ。忍者じゃないよ。
Seems like she really believed that the bad guy was going to take the children hostage. From my perspective, it looked exactly like the battle between two ninjas, though. I got a prickling sensation that says someone is watching me and looking around the area. Just the sparkling eyes of children staring at Sumire. Wow. Not just the boys, but the little girls look at her in admiration. Not surprising since she gave a more action-packed show than even the hero. The main issue here is that Sumire jumped into the show without warning. Hey Sumire, you know...
主様も見ててくれた？私、みんなのことを守れたよ。
Not exactly. Okay. Go apologize to the staff or flee the scene as fast as you can. Well then. Let's just book it. I glance around to check our surroundings once more. Nothing has changed. The children are still staring up at Sumire with sparkling eyes. Did you see that girl? No common sense at all for someone her age. Really? I feel sorry for her boyfriend. It's clear that the parents don't view us with the same innocence and purity as their kids. Not only that, but if one of the staff happens to catch and reprimand us now, we'll be made a spectacle of. Sumire, let's get out of here.
主様。
I grab Sumire's arms and we beat it. We run away from the outdoor stage and eventually end up back near the park entrance. That was farther than I thought. I'm relieved we got away, but I'm so out of breath that my head is starting to throb. And surprisingly, Sumire's still behind me. Not even the slightest bit puffed out.
主様、大丈夫？
Just let me catch my breath. Without answering Sumire, I sit down in the first spot I can find.
わざわざ走らなくてもよかったのに。
What? I'm not sure we're in a position to just walk away casually.
正義は多くを語らない。さっそうと現れて背中で語りながら立ち去る方がかっこいいよ。
Sumire, I think you got the wrong idea here. Sumire is sticking out her chest proudly as if she just saved the day. You can't do stuff like that, you know?
なんで？子供たち怖がってたよ。
Well, I guess they were, but...
主様は子供たちが誘拐されてもいいって言うの？
That's not what I mean. They weren't really going to kidnap. Oh god, that sentence is not right. They weren't really going to get kidnapped. It's all just an act.
演技？
Sumire seems shocked, repeating my words back to me. Yeah, it's just pretend battle with bad guys.
そうなの？
Think of it this way. It's just a play where good and evil fight.
うん。
It seems like Sumire is still a bit confused. Sumire, don't you have any ninjas you admire?
うん。望月千代目様とか。
Seems that this Shiomei Mochizuki an actual ninja. I'm not familiar with the details, but that's not something I'm going to stick my nose in right now. Would you be happy seeing her fight to save you?
うん。
So this may be an exaggeration, but you pretty much cut right into her fight. It appears that Sumire just realized she crushed those children's dreams, and the blood gradually drains from her face. Plus, considering the mess you made, we might even have to pay damage compensation.
そんな。
I suddenly notice that Sumire is about to cry. Sorry, I didn't mean to freak her out or anything. Come on, man, don't cry. Crap, look what I've done. Realizing you caused trouble for everyone when you only wanted to do good can be pretty emotionally hard-hitting. And I just had to drive the nail home. Don't worry, those kids were all wide-eyed in amazement and were going crazy for you.
でも。
I'll be there to apologize with you if we get in a pinch, okay?
うん。
come on, it'll be a waste of the day for just hanging around here. Hey, wait a minute. Someone calls us to us just as I start pulling the hand of a slightly more cheerful Sumire. Huh? It's the villain who Sumire had chucked her throwing knives with full force, judging from the voice as a woman. Huh? Huff, huff. She's almost completely out of breath, meaning she's just run all the way here. I'm sure it's because she's been chasing us all the way from the stage. Phew, I'm glad I found you two. You're the ones who just jumped in the middle of that hero show, right? We're so sorry.
すみませんでした。
I bowed low to the woman in front of me, apologizing for what happened at the hero show. I wait for the verbal abuse to come flying, but no matter how long I wait, not one harsh word comes from her mouth. Even less expected, she lets out light-hearted laughs. Okay, let's go someplace more private. Why don't we? This isn't something we should be talking about in public. Sure. That's something to talk about in public. More than one possibility pops into my head. However, we have no choice but to follow after her. We get out there and head to a less populated area. Seeing that there are no park visitors, I guess that this must be a staff-only area. Alright. The female staff member in front of us stops and turns around. That was just wonderful. I really enjoyed all those ninja techniques. Sumire, you've really improved. What? Did you just call Sumire by name? Come on now, don't tell me that you don't remember me.
Huh?
Sumire's mouth is hanging open in shock after hearing her name. How awful. This makes me so sad. Would you mind showing us your face? Then maybe Sumire will remember who she is. Of course. Oh, of course. Sorry, my bad. To think, I was trying to have a normal conversation like this. Whew. You know, this is like my second skin, so I don't even realize if no one says anything. Isn't that just occupational hazard in this line of work? I think to say this, but managed to keep my mouth shut. There you go. Now do you recognize me? She takes off the mask of her villain costume and Sumire yells in surprise when her face is revealed.
思い出したよ。
Who is it? Sumire clamps her hands together as if a light bulb had just flashed over her head. Is she an acquaintance of yours?
里で修行していた頃の先輩だよ。
Whoa. This woman. Turned my eye towards the woman who just peeled an animal mask off her face. She pulls down the top half of her costume and rolls it near her waist. She must do a lot of training. Her athletic figure is practically growing. Since she has a nice body and attractive face, but with a different sort of appear than Sumire. Not to mention, after hours in that animal costume, her shirt is sticking to her flesh, soaked in sweat. I found myself having trouble where to wear and where not to look.
主様。
What? I redirect my eyes to Sumire and find her looking at me with cheeks inflated angrily. I don't like the looks I'm getting. Try starting a conversation with Sumire's senior ninja sister instead. I'd like to apologize again for interrupting your hero show like that. Oh, that's nothing to worry about. Kids love it. Personally, this is a non-issue for me. Are we really going off the hook that easy? Are we really getting off the hook that easy? I just have one question. Sure, what is it? Why are you working as a stunt actor? I have more than a few reasons for doing this, but the most important is that I can get away with using my ninja skills without suspicion. You know, just like Sumire on stage a minute ago, she adds. She's right. If you try to stunt like that in any other line of work, you'd be lucky just to be fired and not sent to jail. Now, I'm sorry if I'm ruining your date, but I have a reason for stopping you two.
ねえ、デートって何？
Sumire is standing next to me, whispers his question into my ear. What? Oh, I get flustered trying to answer while Samira just stands there with her head tilted to the side in confusion. I get it. Watching our interaction, the ninja lady gets an evil glint in her eye, and the corner of her mouth slowly rise. Well, I'll get the whole juicy story later. Samira, do you want to work for the same company Samira, do you want to work for the same company I'm with?
同じ職場
That's right. Actually, one of our actors just quit, and after seeing your moves today, I believe you could even start tomorrow. What do you say? Come on, even after you become a full ninja, you've got to make a living for yourself. Honestly, it's best to find a job for yourself during your training.
でも私には主様が
Master?
主様
Hmm? The ninja lady glances at me and chuckles. I can see you too, doing that kind of roleplay. I mean, having that kind of relationship. Hey, I heard that. You were just about to say roleplay, weren't you? Hold on. This person doesn't seem like any ninja I know of. I wouldn't be surprised if she was born and raised here. Or perhaps she's gotten too used to her life in the city. Hey, could you listen to what I have to say? Look, there's a cafe over there. Let's chat over tea. They have delicious sweets. I know you love them too, Samir.
お菓子
Uh-oh, Samir's falling for it. The limited edition seasonal sweet dumplings they have here are especially mouthwatering.
お団子
Samir's eyes glazing over hook, line, and sinker. A workplace where Samir has a senior ninja to work with. Considering Samir's not used to this world yet, there couldn't be a better place for her to work. Plus, if the pay is good, she might even say something like, I want to give you a comfortable life, master, and work as both a mate and a stunt actor. But that would be too big a burden for Samir.
主様お話だけでも聞いて
I'm sorry, but Samira's under my service and she won't be doing any other work. I interrupt Samir mid-sentence, grab her hand, running away as fast as I can. What? Wait, what? Why did we run away? Okay, that was strange. I'm exhausted. The words slip out of my mouth as I collapse onto my bed, almost the second I could get through the door. Not only did we run around everywhere today, but we went on ride after terrifying ride. And I've been biting my nails, thinking anxiously that Samir might take on the burden of working as a stunt actor in addition to her maid job. I'm not exhausted just from being with Sumire, but it slipped out from the pure exhaustion of the day.
主様そのまま寝ちゃったら服にシワがついちゃうよ
Oh, yeah. She sounds just like my mother. Samira sits on the edge of the bed, humming to herself and looking at the picture we took at the park today.
ねえねえ主様帰りに寄ったコンビニに置いてあった箱ってどんな仕組みなの
The box?
ほら大きい箱があったでしょあの糸と箱を操作したら私と主様にそっくりな絵が出てくるんだもんびっくりしたよ
Oh, that's a printer. If I send the photos from my cell phone, it can print them out on photo paper.
プリンター光沢紙
Well, yeah, it's a machine that makes pictures. A phone camera which I never used to take photos of QR codes in my shifts from work before this. Today it had gotten more than enough use. We stopped at a convenience store on the way home and tested it out by printing out a few of the photos. It came out really well, didn't they? I take a photo of the two of us out of Samire's hands. It's so handy being able to print these out at the convenience store. That's modern times for you.
この主様おかしい顔してるよ
Samira's gazing cheerfully at the other photos. I guess it's really nice to have memories in photo form like this. Samira's even livelier than before we went to the amusement parks. Seems she's got energy to spare.
ジェットコースターすごく速かったよね。さすがに父上でもあれには追いつけないかな。
Whoa, how fast is her father exactly? Wait, he's the head of the ninja village. I can't compare him to a normal human. Oof. I roll onto my back and throw out my arms and legs.
主様、私のおじい様みたい。
Shush, I'm still young. Suddenly Samira looks like the wall clock.
主様、お風呂どうする？先に入っちゃう？
No, you go on, Samir.
じゃあ先に入っちゃうね。
Samira leaves the photo she was looking for on the table and heads out of the room. I'll just lie here and rest until she comes back. I think I'm just saying something very important. We got to confess to her. Oh, or that's how it feels. But once I give it to my drowsiness, that sudden thought slips away. I'll remember later. He forgot to confess to her. I come to this conclusion and I fall asleep before drifting off. Night night.
様。